Hey, it's Carrie, and I want to spend a little time and talk about the false sense of security that your BSA AML audit and your external audit, your internal audit, and your regulatory audit, the false sense of security that it provides. Now, that may sound like something that bothers some people. Let me talk about the reason why I believe it provides a false sense of security. We've gone through 15 years of enforcement actions, and 15 years of enforcement actions have pointed back to one consistent thing, and that is you are not doing what you say you are supposed to be doing, and it is not in alignment with the guidance, which is the regulation or the FFIEC manual. That is the one consistent theme. So during the time of an audit, it is impossible, whether that's an internal audit, an external audit, or a regulatory audit, it is impossible for that audit to go through and read through the binder that is the manual. The manual. This is just the core procedures that are printed off here. And then read through your BSA AML program to determine if you are in fact in alignment with the manual. It's impossible. And so they want to see that you actually have one. There's not a lot of time that goes into actually confirming that what you are doing is in alignment with what the manual actually wants. And so what happens over time is not that you did something, you were perfect last year and now you're imperfect. It's that the external auditor, the internal audit, or the regulatory audit missed the oversight. They missed it in the previous audit, and they missed it because it's impossible to go through and review all the changes from last year, current year, and then also compare that to the FFIEC manual. That's an impossible thing to do in the amount of time, a week or 2 weeks, that they've been granted. So our solution, what we do is we do a one-time analysis. We do a one-time gap analysis to look for where the gaps are, where they exist, and we immediately look for areas where there's not alignment, and we fix those. It's a one-time fix. And then we go into a monitoring phase so that you never have to go through that portion of the audit again. So imagine taking out about 60% of the burden of the audit that is not getting done. It's the risk of the audit. That's where they have to go back to if there's a finding, they have to go back and see that you're not doing what you say that you do. Imagine eliminating that and then having an ongoing audit going forward. So we think it's a great solution. But the bigger thing is that this is an overlooked. It's a risk that's overlooked. That it's a false sense of security because you've passed an audit, external, internal, or regulatory audit last year does not mean that there are not issues. We recommend that you find a way, if it's not us, that you find another solution out there. Ours is the most comprehensive that we know of. Over 2,500 questions. Again, a one-time lift that we do the implementation of. We give you back the advice, and then we get you back in alignment, and you never get out of alignment again because we go through monitoring. Quick story. Yesterday we were talking with a client, or last month we were talking with a client, rather, and what we talked about was we were going through and we said we didn't see where you had addressed the details of your PEP program, politically exposed persons. The response of the BSA officer was, I remember working on that. I must have left that out on accident. That is why this binder is a failed system. This is an imperfect system, and you're expected to be perfect. So we believe that there's an over-reliance and over-confidence on the good old-fashioned binder system. It's wrong. It's outdated. we've got a better solution. And I want to thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We've got more content coming, and I hope to see you soon.